Morning, it's Harvey Jackson from Seed Grain Marketing. Just going to go through a quick weather update. I've been absent for the last couple of days, so let's just do a quick run through. Sask put out their crop conditions report, and cereals are 68% of normal with some ahead, and provincially oilseeds are ahead as well. Maximum temperature over the last week got quite high in some areas, with temperatures reaching 36.1 and above, with the eastern side not quite getting to those temperatures. 32 is quite warm, but it's still pretty safe for a crop. Cumulative rainfall shows here as well for the growing season, and there's been some deficiencies in some areas, and you'll see that in the soil moisture map here as well. Deficiencies in some areas and starting to show up. There was some hail damage through that week as well in Melford and North area as well, and yeah, it obviously causing some severe crop damage, as you can see. USDA came up with their drought monitor map, and corn and soybeans went down. Spring wheat did go up, but we'll show that in the map here. So soybean, the primary growing region is in the dark green, and they got moisture over the last week, so their conditions improved. Same with corn, and you can see where spring wheat is, and some of the drought started to build into some of these areas, so it actually increased by 5%. So Western Canada, a departure from average precipitation. We've shown this before, lots of dark green and green on the screen, so above normal, Regina south, and Edmonton to just north of Calgary. We'll see that in the drought as well. So the Palmer drought index is actually showing up in some areas and building a little wee bit as well, where a lot of areas are sufficient. GFS moisture for the next week, showing some rainfall, maybe in the Peace, but traces everywhere else. So if it doesn't get too hot, growing conditions can be fine here. And you can see from Nutrien, the 0 to 5 day showing a lot of heat in Alberta and in western part of Saskatchewan as well. We're cooling off in some of the corn, soybean growing areas down in the States, Manitoba and southeastern Saskatchewan, or basically eastern Saskatchewan, is going to be in a little bit cooler conditions. And as we push the 5 to 10, it moves over into Saskatchewan and northern Manitoba, but shifting some of this as well over from the extreme west into central's spring wheat country. As you can see globally, same kind of timeline, but you can see where some of this temperature is building, and it is building in this European area as well. And we'll see that maybe in some of the charts actually, if it's going to show up there. And I think it might be showing up in our charts here as well for our canola crop. Precipitation is basically non-existent in the same areas that are getting the heat stress. That is actually growing the crops, Western Canada, and for the significant crops for Canada anyway, and the European rapeseed and canola over there. Exporters came into the market. They bought 500,000 metric tons of soybeans. Unknown destinations usually means or China, but that will get confirmed probably by next week. Prices, as we see it at the time that I took the snapshot, canola was up $3. Rapeseed up a buck or half a dollar. Some soybean oil is up a little wee bit. Palm oil up a little wee bit as well. Crude oil down. Soybeans up a few pennies, and spring wheat's up 4 to 5 cents. Here's your canola chart. We've had some good legs, upward movement all this week, so that's positive news. Probably upside target. If we get to 660 again, that should be a sell signal, and then upside above that is 674. You'll see that right here. 670, 671 is actually second resistance, and above that, third resistance is 687. And we've shifted from sell signals to buy, so good news for canola. Here's European rapeseed price as it's been trading in the higher range than canola, with some strength as well, and I believe that's what's helping us here a little bit. Here it is priced in Canadian dollars, and the Canadian product in the blue. So you can see that the curves almost match each other, but with a gap that's been created since February. Here it is just the difference between the products. So you go back to February where you traded the same price, and we're still in this upward channel. Looks like we possibly could be going sideways a little bit, but both are gaining. Soybean oil not showing the same chart. It's closer to the bottom, and it's in the 78.6 kind of a retracement value, and your 10-day moving average is more on the downward side than it is on up. Soybean oil is actually, or soybean itself is just in a downward trend, good growing conditions, but and again, that's the difference between the European rapeseed and canola, which are very close sister crops. Here's wheat. Here's your uh, here's your wheat. Your hard red wheat is trading towards the bottom. Your milling wheat trading at the 78.6, and spring wheat it's trading somewhat sideways as well. And here's your spring wheat less Kansas, and this is where we had some strategies to get in. We were talking to a few clients uh, about where we are in timing, and we may just exit closer to this 50 cents. Some clients might want to hang on with some contracts and see if they can push this beyond, as there could be some spread between the Kansas and the Minneapolis increasing as time goes on, depending on how things are going for harvest in other parts of the world. And that's all I have for you.